Hey everybody, welcome back into I35 Live. Appreciate you joining us here. My name is Matt. Of course,
My name is Ryan.
I was going to say, of course, as always, with me is my buddy Ryan. We've got a lot to get into. First things first, appreciate you clicking on the video. If you would, please give us a like, subscribe, comment down below. If you do enjoy it, if you don't enjoy it, what you like to see, what you don't like to see, all that good stuff. All that feedback helps us. Ryan and I both a little under the weather. North Texas weather, for those of you that don't know, goes up and down and up and down and up and down and then up and down some more. And we never get actual seasons. I think we have 36 seasons instead of the general 4, Ryan.
Give or take, yeah.
Yeah. So both just a little stopped up. So if you would please just listen past that. We've got a lot of good stuff to get to today. We are sitting here on a Friday evening just before the college national championship. Going to get into some college football here first. Brian, I'm going to be honest. Indiana by 1,000,000.
Yes, but I'm going to play devil's advocate today.
Okay.
Because why not? Because I think the devil is pretty strong there in Miami.
A little bit.
And we can talk a little bit about what Miami can do to win. But, yeah, Indiana by 1,000,000.
I mean, Sig just wins. Google him.
Yes, I mean, he told us all 2 years ago, and I Googled him, and I doubted, and doubted some more, and doubted, and doubted, and doubted, and doubted, and doubted, and now I'm like, yeah, he's right.
And here's my thing, and now granted, before I say this, yes, I understand that it's mainly a scheduling issue and everything like that, but now with the playoff format and everything, if they win, this will be the first college team to ever go 16-0.
Yes. And is this the greatest turnaround in the history of sports?
As a program, absolutely. This is what, 2 years?
In 2 years, he took the losingest program in the history of college football to only having 2 losses in 2 years, and they were just the first year.
He made a basketball school a gridiron threat.
They had to cancel high school basketball games or reschedule them just for these games because everyone traveled to Atlanta for this most recent game, the beatdown against Oregon. And now they're all just going to go to Miami for this game. Let's say that again. Basketball heaven stopped to watch football. That is the power of Curt Cignetti.
It's just... Let me quote Moneyball, which is a movie about baseball and has nothing to do with football, but how can you not be romantic about college football? I mean,
Cignetti, it makes us a believer, and it's all through nothing but grit, effort, do your job. Everything Saban was about is just absolutely purified into a man named Curt Cignetti.
And I will give you your props, right? I'm going to go ahead and give you your flowers. I believe it was 2-3 episodes ago we were talking about Heisman's. I think this might have been even before the Red River Shootout. And you had Fernando Mendoza on your list. And then you put him at the front runner. And here we are now. And you called that less than halfway through the season. So flowers to you, my friend. Props.
I mean, he's everything that you'd want in a quarterback, just pure belief, pure determination. When he showed up, before he even showed up to his first meeting, he had every single teammate's name written down, a little thing about them, their faces on his notebook, so that way he could go in and immediately connect with them. That is a leader.
You know how... So for those of you that don't know Ryan and I personally, Ryan and I have this thing where when both of us like how an athlete plays or we like the vibe of a general person, you gotta love them. This season has all, and last season too, has all been, gotta love Josh Allen in the NFL for the Bills. Gotta love Josh Allen. Gotta love Fernando Mendoza, man.
Yeah. It's sad to see that his career is going to be completely wasted going to Vegas, but what a run it's been. And also, just props to the entire offensive line. And props to the defense, the big uglies. God, they know how to do their job. And they have manhandled every team along the way. oh, Alabama's got a really tough defense, tough Alabama defensive line, mauled. Oh, the best defense, which I literally said every single week. Ohio State has the best defense we maybe have ever seen. Mauled.
Like, took no prisoners.
But the second team that mauled that team comes from Miami. When you got guys like Ruben Bain, Francis Maui Noah on the offensive side, the discrepancy in the size of Miami's offensive line versus Indiana's defensive line. The heaviest person on Miami's offensive line is 345. The heaviest on the defensive line for Indiana, I believe, is 309.
Miami is big. And that's coming from Cristobal taking a page out of Saban's book when he was under Saban, quoted that, I think, 3 weeks ago in an interview to bring it back to light, and that is mass kicks ass.
It is. And this is everything that he was trying to do at Oregon. Just for whatever reason, it didn't work out there. Maybe it was a lot of it had to do with his in-game just inabilities. Now everything that he's worked his ass off for has come to fruition here in Miami.
It has.
This year.
It has. And I'll say it, right? I'll own up to it. Carson Beck did not have the generational fall-off that I and many other people thought he was going to have.
No, he's not making the horrible mistakes that you think he would. He's not letting his arm hamper him. Like, you can definitely tell that he's just not accurate downfield. But he doesn't have to be. When you have an offensive line that is just mauling people, that is allowing Mark Fletcher to go and run for a ton of yards, when you have schemes ready-made for like CJ, I believe it's CJ Daniels and Malachi Tony, just get them the ball. That's his only job. Make sure they get the ball.
And make sure that you get the ball in their general vicinity, and everything's probably going to work out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The matchup that everyone's going to be, that you need to be looking for, though, is Indiana's offensive line,
and Ruben Bain.
Yeah. The left tackle for Indiana, I'm looking up his name right now, but he's the second best player on that team, on that offensive line, besides Coogan, the center. Him against Ruben Bain all night. That's all I'm going to be watching.
Absolutely.
All I'm going to be focused on.
Absolutely. Because let me just tell you, for those of you that don't know who Ruben Bain is, go look up a highlight reel.
I was mentioning his name way early on in the season.
You were. Ruben Bain, when he goes to the show, when he goes to the big leagues and is on an NFL team, oh my God. You want to talk about a one-man wrecking crew? Dude. Max Crosby's going to have to give him props. Michael Parsons is going to have to give him props. You know how DeMarcus Ware used to just eviscerate people?
Yeah.
Ruben Bain can do the same thing.
Absolutely. And you can add, and again, if you're focused so much on Ruben Bain, you got Akeem Mesidor to worry about. You got Keontae Stott, who's going to, in the secondary, who's going to be a first-round pick, going out there and just reading defenses like no one else. So that's what I'm going to be focused on. Just how Fernando Mendoza is going to have to deal with that pass rush, just like he's dealt with every one of them that he's dealt with prior to this. Can he handle this one? That's going to be the toughest thing.
Let me throw some shade at little brother here. He's not Marcel Reed. I think he's going to handle it fine.
I mean, yeah, a lot of people are better than Marcel Reed. I think a parking cone is better than Marcel Reed.
I'm sorry. Like, I try to give A&M flowers, but I can't do it. I can't.
Yeah, I mean, you're also comparing like a mediocre quarterback to the Heisman Trophy winner.
I'm comparing a amazing athlete who would be a phenomenal running back who kind of has an arm to the Heisman Trophy winner.
Has an arm when he's not playing top tier talent. Top tier,
Yes.
top teams that you're supposed to be beating if you are a playoff worthy contender.
An 11-1 team, no less.
Yeah, strange.
Anyway, all that to be said, giving Miami all the props in the world that you can. Congratulations to them for making the national championship. Even if you don't care one single bit about the sport itself, Cignetti already said it. This is going to be a hell of a movie.
Absolutely. And this is only year 2. He's refueling. He's retooling. You got Josh Hoover from TCU. We're talking about I-35 live, literally in our backyard, who's there in practice right now, running scout team, learning from Fernando Mendoza for what little time he has, and he's going to be there on the sideline, and he's going to be partying it up. He ain't going to get a ring, but he knows I went to the right place.
Absolutely.
I chose the right place.
Absolutely. The culture, the players, the coaches, the athletic staff, the boosters, all of it. Indiana by a million.
Yes. I'm putting my credibility, what little I have left, after if you've listened to me, how god-awful I've been at predicting things. I'm putting everything that I am as a man down today. Indiana.
Give yourself some credit. You talked a lot of crap about Dabo Swinney in the first episode we ever did of this, and that panned out pretty good.
I also said before the World Series even started that it was going to be a sweep, and it was going to be an easy sweep.
You did.
And I was wrong. Correctly wrong. Correct in the way that I wanted it to go longer.
Right.
And thank God it did, because that Game 7 was one of the greatest games ever.
Oh.
But yeah, listen, I am the fade god. Fade me at every rate, but not on Monday. Indiana.
All right. So let's say we're both right. All right, let's say Indiana wins. That would mark the third different Big Ten team in the last 3 years to win the Natty.
Are we going to Alabama to pick to take Paul Feinbaum to the airport?
Yeah.
Because he said before the season started if SEC didn't win the national championship, he'd leave the country.
Yeah.
So we ready?
Yeah, we're gonna have to go ahead and get loaded up.
I got the Ryder truck already.
So 3 in the last 3, and it's 3 different teams. You have to put the Big Ten as the top conference of the 20s, at least right now, halfway through it.
Yeah, because the only other ones are just two. It's Alabama and Georgia. Those are the only 2, and it's been primarily Georgia. I think the NIL and the transfer portal has completely shifted the dynamic.
Totally agree.
You can start your career and think that you're going to go to Georgia and be the quarterback or be the next big thing in defense. But some big bag man in Lubbock, Texas, or some big bag man out there in Oregon, out there in Eugene, can take you away. You don't need to go and sit and ride the bench in Alabama anymore or in Athens, Georgia. You don't even need to go to LSU or Florida to do that anymore.
Someone from Columbia, South Carolina can call you and say, how would you like to be a Gamecock for X number of dollars? You're going to go, you know what? I don't think I need to go to Florida anymore.
Exactly. And a lot of these kids just need to realize it. There is a spot for you. If you have the talent, there is a spot for you. You don't need to sit and wait and wait and wait and wait. Because how much developing are you actually doing as the 5th person on the bench? Unless you have a mindset like Tom Brady did in the 90s,
yeah,
you're just sitting and wasting time.
I was going to say, this isn't 1965 anymore.
Exactly. While it does show the benefit of sitting behind someone like Dante Moore, who transferred to Oregon and sat and waited behind Dylan Gabriel, he had the talent to know that he was going to be the starter. A lot of these guys, they got 5 stars that are just like them right ahead of them. So, yeah, take the time to go look at a Nebraska or a Michigan State or an Arizona or an Arizona State. Learn from a guy like Kenny Dillingham.
Maybe not UCLA, though.
We'll see how that goes.
Okay.
We'll see how that goes. Chesney has something in store for them.
You think? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the coach that took JMU to the playoff?
All right, I'm not getting into that. Not in this episode. That's a whole different episode. So if we're putting Big Ten on top, does that mean that the other big 3 of the Power 4 are all in line? Or are you putting like ACC up a little bit just because they're in the Natty this year? You putting the SEC up there because of history? You putting the Big 12 up there because of what could happen in the future? How you feeling with the other 3 of the Power 4?
I still think SEC is number 2, just because, well, yes, we spent this entire last 5 minutes just absolutely trashing them and how you don't need to go there as much as you would in previous decades.
They're still the SEC.
They're still the SEC. Yes. Just because Miami is in the national championship, I will not give any credit to the ACC. In fact, the ACC did more damage to Miami than not, just by the fact that they're so incompetent to not have them eligible for their conference championship.
You mean you didn't want to see the Duke Blue Devils in the college football playoff?
God, no. Give me a lobotomy instead. Jesus.
All right. Valid. I think for me, you put the SEC at number 2, then it's the Big 12, then it's the ACC, and that's almost strictly just looking at depth.
Yes. If you're looking at conference depth, if you're looking at we know the top 3 in the Big Ten. Even the top 4, because Michigan is in there. We know the top 3 in the SEC. Relatively, it's Bama, it's Georgia.
Insert third team that is doing well that year there.
Exactly,
but
that's
no matter who that third team is. I'm taking that third team over the third team in the ACC.
I'm taking the third team in the SEC over the first team in the ACC.
Okay, well there you go.
Even though this year's a little different, but whatever. That being said, I would take the 4th or 5th team in the SEC over the 4th or 5th team in the Big Ten.
Yeah, because at that point you're putting like a Ole Miss or a Florida or like an LSU up against like Nebraska.
Absolutely, yes.
You know,
my point.
Like Purdue's not up there, but I'm trying to think of the 3rd and 4th team in the Big Ten.
I mean, we literally watched OU beat Michigan pretty handily.
Yeah.
I mean, Oregon is their 4th team.
To be fair, we also just watched Texas beat them.
My point exactly. Like Texas this year was probably the 6th team in the conference?
In the SEC?
Yeah.
Georgia,
Bama,
Ole
Miss, A&M,
Oklahoma. Yeah, 6th. Even though we beat 2 of the top 5.
Vanderbilt was technically higher than them if we go off of total record.
Which is, I'm not going to get into that.
Yeah, but either way, you get what I'm saying.
Yes, I get what you're saying.
If they're 6th, 7, who's the 7th best team? And yes, I did that.
Boo!
Yeah, whatever. Get over it. Michigan State? Northwestern?
I forget. Okay, first of all, I don't think I knew Northwestern had a football team until I was like a junior in high school.
USC?
I forget they're in the Big Ten.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like USC had a pretty decent year. I would still take a Texas over them. So if we're talking the best top 4 teams, give me or three or four teams, give me Big Ten. If we're talking depth, give me the SEC.
Yeah, that's valid. That's valid. All right, man. I want to zoom in. I want to zoom right back in to us. I-35. We are I-35 Live. About, give or take some traffic, about half an hour north of the Metroplex, there's a team with green and white colors and an eagle for their logo.
Do they still exist anymore?
That came close to making the playoff. That your alma mater has stole their coaching staff and pretty much all of their star players. Of course, for those of you that don't know, I'm talking about Oklahoma State taking quite a few of the pieces that made the University of North Texas so good and so fun to watch this year. Well, I know you're going to say Pete is pleased, but I want to know how Ryan feels about all of it.
I'm very optimistic. And yes, we rated that whole team. And yes, they were objectively better than us. We were 1-11. Hello? It can only go up from here.
So you and A&M both ended the season on a loss.
We've been on a loss.
Nice.
But this is a nice, refreshing step to get the number 8 player in the transfer portal, the number 12 player in the transfer portal. Yes, they're on the same team. But it's nice to see that we're making those moves. We get Wyatt Young, who is a dog. We got a lot of guys from that team, but also just in the transfer portal in general. We got a tight end from LSU. We're going in and getting players from Texas Tech and SMU and all around the country that we would have never done
under Gundy.
I'm liking this. I'm liking this so far. I need to see it on the field. Because week 2, we got big bad Oregon coming to town. And
at least they come into Boone Pickens.
Yes. All I'm asking for is showing some fight.
A game. You want a game.
69-3 is not an option.
That's what I'm saying. You want a game. You either want a 17-13 defensive slugfest, or you want a 35-30, offensive, like, it's going to come down to whoever has the ball can they make a play?
That is the dream. I know that's not going to happen. But I know damn sure 69-3 ain't going to happen. I know damn sure, too, I'm putting it on the line right now, January 16th, 2026, when we play, we're covering. We're covering the damn game.
Oh, that's phenomenal. I love that. Do you think, go off on a little tangent here, do you think if Gundy comes back to coach, not for y'all, just in college football, right? Do you think that he would be able to adapt to NIL and be able to do something with it?
So always to Gundy's credit, he's had the ability to adapt to some sort and also get people around him who are a lot smarter in areas than he was. He was able to go in and get Todd Monken early on in the 2010s to help change his offense and make it just an absolute powerhouse air raid offense. He went and did the same thing when he got Mike Yurcich. He went and did the same thing on the defensive side when he got Jim Knowles. He saw the changes that needed to happen, and he made them. So, that being said, those were more sophisticated changes on the X's and O's side, but how it pertained to dealing with players and the world around him in that sense, it was very hard for him.
Right.
So, he has shown abilities to change. This is one I don't think he's able to change.
Just set in his ways.
Just set in his ways.
Okay.
Unless he gets someone who can just take it all away from him, kind of like how Texas Tech is.
Yeah.
Where they have a whole situation set up where Joey McGuire can go in and do his recruiting pitch, but know he has the backers behind him that will talk all the money. But I don't know if he's willing to get those people around him.
Yeah, and that's valid. That's valid. I wanted to see what your thoughts were on that. So I want to say 35, right? I want to travel south. Let's go to Austin. Man, my Longhorns are making some moves here in the transfer portal. Yeah, now granted, I am well aware that we lost a number of players, like a lot. I think number wise, I think we might have one of the worst like departures to arrivals ratios in college football. But the change in quality, in my opinion, I think is pretty good.
Yeah, Hollywood Smothers coming in to add depth to your running game. Raleek Brown, who's going to be probably the day one starter. And some really, 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 really good player by the name of Cam Coleman, who's going to get a quarterback for the first time in his life. How about that?
God, the Arch Manning to Cam Coleman connection, I'm so excited for. I'm so excited for it because I'm telling you, all those 50-50 balls and kind of wobbly passes that Arch threw, I think are going to tighten up for one. But for two, if he still throws them, Cam Coleman's a receiver that can go and get that.
Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. I think y'all are ranked 11th in total transfer portal rankings, overall rankings. You lost 25, but you gained 15, and the 15 you gained are pretty dang good.
Right? Not to mention, and he's not a player, but Will Muschamp's coming home.
Will Muschamp is coming home. That's going to be interesting because
he's going to have them flying around. Head on a swivel, tough-nosed football.
Was Kirby Smart a Will Muschamp merchant? The only national championships he ever won, Will Muschamp was the D coordinator.
I mean,
some are saying.
Look, Pete Bukowski had them playing too far off the line. In pressure situations, and I don't mean like high pressure figuratively. I mean like where the defense should put pressure on the offense.
Third downs,
right? Third and mid. Your freaking corner's 7 yards off the line of scrimmage. That's so much. For what? Why do you need that much cushion?
Yeah. I will say it's very interesting that your coach has changed his tune on his ideas of the transfer portal. I want to get your take on this. Because he did make a comment saying if you're going to enter the portal, you're not coming back. He's changed that tune a little bit when it comes to pretty big names and guys that he's recruited. What's your take on that, sir?
You want to know what I think part of it is? I think he looked at Texas Tech and went, "Oh, okay, so this is how I do that. All right, cool. Let me go do that."
They're doing it right because if I fail here, that's my replacement over there.
Honestly, you're not wrong.
He's looking at his replacement in the black and red and thinking, "Oh, shoot. I better get this tight."
He's also thinking, damn, I've gone through 2 college game days in a row, sitting next to Kirby Smart talking to Nick Saban. I lost both of them.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay. Pardon my language. Viewer discretion advised for this next sentence. How the fuck do you lose to someone you were on the same coaching staff with 2 years in a row, twice in 1 year, 2 seasons ago? So 3. So 0-3 in the last 2 seasons against someone who, idealistically, you should also know inside and out like he knows you. You walk me through that, please.
I get you. That's tough. But it's not like he's losing to the guy who who was a GA on your staff.
No, it's Kirby
That
Smart.
was Kirby Smart.
I know, it's Kirby
That's
Smart.
Kirby. That's the answer. Because the other guy just happens to be Kirby freaking Smart.
All right.
A two-time national champion head coach.
That's
a multiple national champion defensive coordinator. Like, that man is a top 5 coach and has been for the last 6-7 years.
It's the hair.
Yeah, he looks like a dumbass.
It's the hair. I think the hair makes people underestimate him. Seriously.
Yeah, he's had that hair since he was a safety at Georgia.
It looks like he's trying to be Jimmy Johnson. He just gave up halfway through it.
Yeah. He looks like he's going to 5th grade and getting his picture day. And his mom's like, "You're so handsome, honey." But he's in his 50s.
He's only in his 50s?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. If that, yeah.
Yeah, coaching college football will do something to you, huh?
Coaching with Nick Saban half your life will do that to you as well.
Yeah, that's fair. Just sidetrack. Nick Saban on College Game Day is so what that show was freaking missing. He's
Absolutely.
so funny.
Yeah, he's actually able to be himself. And it's a relief, for sure. Him and people like to clown on McAfee. What, you want someone to not bring energy to the show? I'm sorry.
True. All right, speaking of clowns, not that Pat McAfee's a clown, just I don't know how much water you want to put in this, like how much this holds, but I saw something on Instagram the other day. Supposedly, the Big Ten and the SEC are arguing again about college football playoff format.
What?
Yeah. The SEC still wants 16, but this is not about the automatic qualifiers and stuff. The SEC wants 16 teams. The Big Ten supposedly wants 24. Thoughts?
You can have 24, you can have 16, you could go back to 4, you can add 64. There's always going to be contention about, did we get the right teams in? Last year, there were not enough teams to fill out 12.
No.
This year, there were 18 teams that could have fit in this 12. You're always going to have that issue. You are always going to have that issue. What I'm more concerned about is making sure that you end the season tight. It's going to be Monday the 19th. 10 NFL playoff games would have been played since the semifinal games.
Oh, I know. It ended the college football season on New Year's Day with the Rose Bowl.
Thank you.
That's the national championship.
Yes.
End of discussion.
If you have to start the season earlier, make week 0, week 1, do that. If you have to move rivalry week up from Thanksgiving, so be it. There's no reason why we are almost to February and the national championship game is an afterthought.
Yeah. Yeah. I totally agree with that. It's so stupid.
It really is.
Week 0 is the stupidest thing because it gives you fake football. Like, it's real football, but it's not. For anyone that cheers for like the Big Ten or the SEC. Right? It's crap. We got Irish Farmageddon, that was cool, but
They both sucked.
I know. Started earlier and start it halfway through August if you have to give them the 2 buys that you want to give the teams.
Yes. Make the transfer portal 15 days when the season actually ends.
After it's over.
No
2 portals.
And have someone say, "Oh, wow, the NFL, how they've been doing their offseason for, 100-something years. Looks like it works. Strange how it works. We're the second biggest, college football is the second biggest sport in America, and it is the Wild West.
Oh, it changes every year.
It is so simple. It truly is. You can fire your coaches whenever, whatever. You can't hire them until the season is over. The regular season is over. If you're looking for a guy who's currently in the playoff, you can interview them in their off weeks, but you can't fully hire them until their season's over.
And also, to further that, don't make a fucking announcement.
Yep.
Just, if it's a done deal, it's a done deal. Let it be a done deal behind closed doors. And wait until the season is over, and then the hour after someone wins the national championship, you want to come out with that headline? Okay, cool, whatever.
Yep. Transfer portal starts the day after the full season is over. National Signing Day is back in January, where God intended it to be. Or you can even do the transfer portal later on in the spring. But your season fully starts when you can get them back in, and you do your OTAs in the summer.
Yep.
You can pretty much know what you have in the summer. You don't need to wait early on, because you don't know what you have early on, because people are still moving around.
Completely agree.
It's easy.
Completely agree.
I should be the commissioner.
Commissioner of college football.
The czar.
You'd have to fight Josh Pate for that title.
He's a scary man.
Dude. He's also just jacked.
I know. He's scary smart and scary jacked.
He is
that being said,
so
I am
strong.
Up for that challenge. To be the czar of college football? Oh, I'll rule it with an iron fist.
Shout out Josh Pate, though.
Him and Andy Staples are the two best when it comes to college football. By far.
Totally agree. All right. Let's kick it over and switch gears. We're going to the NFL. Playoffs are in full swing. We're coming up on the divisional round. We got 4 games. We're picking all 4 of them. And damn it, Ryan, they are some good matchups.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Good matchups. I mean, you kick off the weekend on Saturday. Bills at Broncos.
God. Just that Broncos defense against Josh Allen and the fighting Josh Allens.
Right, which is what they are. Do you see pick Josh Allen up and carry him to the damn end zone?
That's one of the best plays I've seen in a long time. Not just because, again, it's a tush push, whatever, but they did something that Philly could never do.
No, they absolutely did. And so so we got that. We got Niners Seahawks Part 3.
Oh, perfect.
Texans at New England in a possible snow game. Then we got old Matt Stafford going into Chicago to play the Bears. The Bears.
God. Life is good.
Life is so good. I mean, where do you want to start?
We got to start Saturday. I mean, I think the game of the weekend is going to be the first game of the week.
It has to be.
Yes. I mean, the Broncos on a decent rest, getting a chance to play a team that is just pure scrap, pure grit, and it all starts with number 17. Again, this is a pro Josh Allen podcast.
Gotta love Josh Allen.
But he truly gave it his all. And it was a veteran win. You had Tre'Davious White making plays. You haven't heard of Tre'Davious White since, 2018?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Can I tinfoil hat?
Yeah.
Have you seen the Haley Steinfeld theory?
What is it?
In 16, she posted a picture on Instagram in a Broncos, jacket kind of thing, dabbing, and tweeted was like, "Let's go Broncos," all caps. What happened in 2016?
Yeah.
Josh Allen has taken that to another level, and Haley Steinfeld is pregnant with his baby.
Could this baby be the answer to it all? Could this baby be the savior of the city of Buffalo?
Pardon my terrible joke, but could this baby get them over the hump?
Some people are saying. So this This might be the most favorite baby in the history of Buffalo if this does happen.
And that's no disrespect to Denver.
It's not.
It's
I
not.
just don't
Denver's
trust
so
Bo
good.
Nix.
I don't trust Bo Nix. First of all,
He's a good quarterback, and the fact that they were the number 1 seed in the AFC is entirely because of a great defense and some Bo Nix magic.
okay, we don't trust Bo Nix for 2 different reasons. I don't trust him because he didn't want to pet Peter Herbstreit.
Yeah, he's not a dog guy. That is weird. I do agree. He's not a dog guy.
You know who is a dog guy?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Because he's got that dog in him.
He is that dog.
He is the dog.
But no shade to Denver, no shade to the Broncos, no shade to anything that they've done because, like, straight up, they earned that number 1 seed.
1,000%.
Like, they earned it. They are coming off a rest. And if they win, I'm not going to be mad about it.
I will.
Really?
I have my hopes and dreams tied to Buffalo.
That's fair. So do a lot of Buffaloians.
Buffalo.
Buffalo, got it. But it's going to be 28-24. I'm hoping the Bills come out on top, but damn it, it's going to be such a good game.
It's going to be a copy and paste of the Jacksonville game.
I don't hate that.
It was a great game.
I don't hate that, actually.
But what's going to happen is that Denver defense is going to be kick-ass. But their offense is not going to give them enough time to rest. And Buffalo is going to keep them on the field, and they're going to tire out.
Yep.
No lack of trying. It's going to be a heck of a Denver defensive effort, but they're just going to tire out at the end.
The Denver defense will get gassed by the 4th quarter.
Yes.
Okay. I don't dislike that. I'm saying 28-24 Bills. What do you got?
27-23.
This isn't The Price is Right.
I think it's a 4-point game.
You couldn't just agree with me? You had to just make it a little different.
Where?
Yeah, that's fair. Ambulance on the way. All right. This is the one I'm excited about. Niners Seahawks Part 3. That's going to be such a good game because it's in Seattle. Brock Purdy is undefeated in Seattle.
But Seattle's also on a pretty good home playoff streak as well.
They are. That boy Sam Darnold.
The defense. I think Seattle comes out on top because the Magic, this is Shanahan's best coaching job by far.
Oh, yeah.
How truly injured they are at every level. The fact that they won in Philly is more, again, everything that we've talked about, how bad Philly is.
Dude, and prayers up for George Kittle. That was tough to watch.
Yeah, that wasn't good. But they just have Kyle Juszczyk that can go in and run the same routes.
They do have Kyle Juszczyk. You are correct. Okay, so you think Seahawks. I also think Seahawks. But I think, like you mentioned, it's the Seattle defense. I think you're looking at some kind of crazy 17-10. Seattle comes out on top.
I think it's a double-digit game.
You think it's a double-digit game? Like they win by double digits?
Yeah. They're going to be so injured coming into this game. And Seattle's just going to be so ready and amped.
Yeah.
Just so... Because we saw what happened the last time they played. They couldn't even score a touchdown.
Yeah, okay. All right.
And they have Christian McCaffrey.
They do have Christian McCaffrey. God, I love Christian McCaffrey.
He's so good.
I love Christian McCaffrey. Okay, all right, but we both think Seahawks.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think this is where we disagree. Texans going into New England. Possible snow game. Here's my theory. It snows. It's the Pats. It doesn't snow. It's the Texans.
It's the Pats, similar to how the Denver Bills game works out.
Okay.
You got the best defense in the league and CJ Stroud fighting for his life. on the other side.
They don't have an offensive line.
They don't have an offensive line, and if he can't get it to Nico Collins, he's useless.
True.
You have
Drake May,
and a freaking nasty defense.
Yeah. They do have a nasty defense.
I think this is another double-digit game.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Could it be a close first half? Yes, but I don't see
Second
it.
half, it gets blown open.
Yeah.
Go. And then final one, Sunday night. Matt Stafford and Sean McVay are going to take a trip to Soldier Field.
Sean McVay, does he avenge his best friend,
No.
Matt LaFleur?
No.
Does LaFleur brother? No? You think this is
No.
Chicago?
I think this is Chicago.
God, I want it to be Chicago so bad. I truly, in my heart of hearts, want it to be Chicago. That's Matt Stafford and Puka Nacua, and that's a bad defense on the other side.
I know. But it's also fourth quarter Caleb Williams.
Does the magic end this week?
If the magic ends, it's going to end in heartbreak fashion.
It was always meant to, though.
Yeah, I know, but it's either going to be in the championship or the Super Bowl. Not in the divisional.
Okay, yeah.
This isn't the Cowboys. This isn't where the magic runs out.
God, I want it to be. I want it to ride for as long as it can. It ends, though. The Rams handle business.
Okay.
I think that Panthers game was a big scare.
Oh, and they're going to lock it down.
They're going to be locked in.
Okay. All right. So that would mean that you have the Rams playing the Seahawks, which I don't like. I'd rather have the Bears play the Seahawks. And then, oh my God, AFC divisional matchup, Bills Pats.
Also, it's the Rams and the Seahawks.
What?
This will be game 3 between them. Rams and the Seahawks are a division.
Oh, that will be for the championship, yeah. But I just said divisional.
Yeah.
AFC championship, Bills Pats. If we have a snowed out AFC championship,
God, give me the Bills.
oh, you have to.
Give me the Bills.
Where would you rather be than right here, right now?
In Buffalo.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
No. That's the quote.
Oh. Who has it better
Bills
than us?
Mafia.
Yeah.
Who has it better than us? Where would you rather be than right here, right now?
Oh. God, beautiful. It's beautiful.
Do you think we can take the podcast on the road, just at some point, and go up to Buffalo? We don't have to go to the game. Just to tailgate with Bills Mafia.
It would be amazing.
Would it not? Would that not be so much fun?
God. They're the best. I'd like to take this to Chicago
That would be pretty sick.
to hang out with the Wrigleyville and the Southsiders, and even hang out with the Southsiders.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be fun.
Time for sure. A lot of good football, and then it just caps with the national championship.
What a great long weekend.
Great long weekend.
Thank you, MLK, for a lot of reasons. Thank you, MLK. You done good. This is like reason number 10 why he's the best. But that 10th reason is a heck of a reason. All right, let's carry on here. NHL, how's the NHL going for you? The Stars are still the second.
They are
Still number 2, even though they've been dog crap for a while here.
They have. Losing streak, overtime losses, all other crap. Yeah, quick note on the NHL. So, Stars are still number 2, but Detroit and Carolina are right behind them. Top 4 teams in the NHL right now: Colorado, Dallas, Detroit, Carolina.
It's interesting to see Detroit up there, for as the Yzerman plan has finally paid off after what seems like 2 decades.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, but I mean, this is such a weird connection. Okay, I'm a big Red Hot Chili Peppers fan. They're big Red Wings fans, so I'm chill with it.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm up and down about them, but
The Red Wings or the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
up and down about the Red Wings. We can talk about the Chili Peppers later. I'll just do my red hot take. The most overrated band of all time.
You think the Red Hot Chili Peppers are the most overrated band of all time?
Them and Green Day, absolutely. Back to hockey.
All right.
I'll let you stew on that. Back to hockey.
All right. I'll be really honest with you. I've not been keeping up with hockey. The only thing I got is last night, Pittsburgh took it to Philadelphia. Like, bad.
Good. Hate Philly.
Like, bad.
Yeah, and the Team USA took it to Jason Robertson real hard by not putting him on the team.
Can I tell you that is the dumbest decision? Because at that point, what is the criteria? Is there something going on behind the scenes that we don't know about? Is there some sort of personal issue? Because the dude is like top 5 American-born players in the NHL right now.
Absolutely.
If not top 3.
I mean,
I'm going to say top 5 because you have both Kachuk brothers. So
yeah, Kachuk brothers fine, but I mean, you also have to leave room for Austin Matthews,
Jack Eichel,
Austin Matthews' ego, Austin Matthews' hype. You have to leave a lot of room for Austin Matthews. So I get that.
Do you also hate the Maple Leafs, or is it just Austin Matthews?
I don't hate Austin Matthews, but let's call it what it is.
Yeah, spade to spade. I hear you.
I will say having Tage Thompson on that team, good move. That man is the future.
Oh, yeah.
Good move.
You think Bedard ever gets out of Chicago?
What, it ruins his career playing for the Maple Leafs? Wasting away in Toronto?
No. Ruins his career wasting away for the Bruins.
And then going to Florida and winning a Stanley Cup?
Yes. He's going to follow Brad Marchand.
I don't know if Chicago will ever get back to what they used to be. They're trying their hardest.
They were so good.
They are trying their hardest to rebuild that. But I don't know. We'll see him on Team Canada and see how he does.
Yeah. The only Dallas star on Team USA is Jay Cottinger.
Because we're all Finnish.
That is true. We are the Finnish Mafia. I'll cheer for Finland.
1,000%. That's no disrespect to Finland. I will
root
my ass off for Finland.
That's so dope.
Yeah.
Like, as a Stars fan, I'm cheering for Team Finland.
Absolutely. We have a rich history of Finnish players.
And if they, after this year, because of the Olympics, if they bring back the Four Nations face-off, which they should, I don't know what would be better for hockey. I'm going to be really honest with you.
And we're all just sitting here thanking our lucky stars that Team Russia doesn't have a team. Because they would be killing all of us right now with the talent that they have.
That is true.
So
that is true.
Yeah, we'll probably next month have more to talk about when it comes to hockey because the Olympics will be starting soon.
Absolutely. Man, last one I got for you here. We're less than 3 months away from baseball season.
Yeah, the Avengers just keep getting bigger there in LA.
Keep getting more and more Avengery. Yes, you are correct. For those of you that don't know what he is referencing, the Dodgers have signed Kyle Tucker.
God.
Do they just print money? Like, how does this...
None of this is real. They literally have shown it. Nothing is real.
That's true, because they just defer everything.
Exactly.
They defer.
And again, if this is going to cause a lockout, like some people are saying, and Cubs could have paid. Someone else could have paid.
Mm-hmm.
Cubs paid more to get Alex Bregman. They know they can pay.
See, that's what I understand is, like, the Rangers are trying to, like, tick down their budget. I mean, we got rid of Simi.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to see. A lot of these teams don't want to do what it takes to win.
But the Dodgers are showing you how to do it. As much as I hate the Dodgers, I just don't want the Astros to catch on. But
Oh no, the Astros are.
investing in trash cans,
Yeah, their time to shine is over.
that makes me so happy.
It does.
That sentence that
It
you
does.
just said makes me so happy.
Yeah, sitting there watching playoff baseball, knowing that they're not going to be a part of it just to stain the TV. It was
That makes me
nice.
so happy.
It was very nice.
That makes me so happy. They put Jose Altuve in left field. Like
The
that,
Astros.
that legitimately happened, which is the funniest thing I've ever seen happen. But less than 3 months out, what are you most excited about? Is it just the?
It's not going to be the Rangers, honestly. 'Cause I don't think they'll be good.
I agree, but I'm saying just baseball. What are you amped up about?
I mean, I'm excited to see, can the Dodgers three-peat? What team is going to come in and dominate the regular season, like the Brewers did last year? How like
Right.
not the Astros, the Orioles did a few years ago.
Right.
Like who can come out there and do all that and give a little spice? Can we get a team like Toronto, who just to come out of nowhere, out of a gauntlet of a division, and stick out and be so close to winning it all?
That division's going to be good again this year.
Can the Mets find a way to make things funnier?
I mean, yeah, they traded away all their players.
They did. I thought Mr. Moneybags Cohen was supposed to come in and pay for everything. They got outbid by the Phillies for Bo Bichette.
The most recent Mets claim to fame is the fact that their field was in Avengers Endgame at the beginning.
God, I can't wait. I can't wait. It's the Stewie meme every year. All right. The Mets about to start. The opening day starts, and the season's
Smack.
over.
And the season, he throws his hat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the Mets season every year. Can't wait. I love it.
I'm excited for just, like, when you hit, this is going to sound really stupid, but, like, after hockey and NBA playoffs are over, right? You're done, you're halfway through June, and it's July. It's hot as hell outside, right? Because we live in Texas. You don't want to go outside and do anything because it is so hot. You're like, what am I going to do? It's Saturday. It's Sunday. What am I going to do here? I just want to stay inside and kind of veg out. There's baseball on. Or, conversely, it's one of those random little cool fronts we get. You can sit outside on the back patio, have a TV outside. It's like 68, 70. A little bit of a breeze.
It's 4 a.m.
4 a.m. Oh, when we play on the West Coast, yeah. But there's baseball on.
You're preparing for the football season. That's about to happen a month away.
Yeah. Once it hits, like, May, I'm so ready for football.
Yeah. I mean, the NBA and NHL seasons are ramping up to the playoffs, so you get that
But
going.
they're not in the playoffs yet.
Yeah, they're by May. Yeah,
You're right. I'm wrong.
naturally. Yeah,
But shut up.
but I get what you
But
mean.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
though.
yeah. It's like, oh, I've been missing this from my life.
yeah.
100% agree. But we're entering right now. There's going to be about a month from
Month and a half, the Olympics.
true. But will the Olympics fill the void that we're missing? No.
See, here's where I'm going to disagree with you. If you grew up competing in winter sports or just doing it as a hobby or anything like that, right? Or if you're a degenerate gambler and want to go watch U.S. men's curling, something like that, I think
In another life, I would love to do that. Absolutely.
right, not now,
True.
but if you partake in that sort of thing, or something like that, or if you just have a love for winter sports, I think yes, it can. Will it fill the void? No. Does it tide you over a little bit longer? I think yes.
Yeah, because from the Super Bowl to conference championship week for college basketball, it is maybe the worst time as a sports fan.
It is.
Because you're just dealing with regular season basketball, disgusting. You're dealing with hockey, which at that point is going to be in the Olympics. So that will help a little bit to ease the way.
Mm-hmm.
But you're just trying to ramp yourself up for March Madness, which is one of my favorite times.
Oh, absolutely.
Of the year. And golf. You get Masters coming up.
I do enjoy golf. I am terrible at it, but I do enjoy it. I do enjoy golf.
Maybe next time we'll talk about the reintegration program that the PGA is having for the live golfers. Brooks Koepka's coming back, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. The strict rules that they're going to have to do, including $5 million to charity and not being part of the equity program.
Dang.
For the like 8 years, something like that. Not being able to get a FedEx Cup winnings.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, but welcome back. Sorry you couldn't. Sorry you can't wear shorts anymore.
No, as true sports fans, I think you and I are going to be able to find enough to talk about that we're going to be fine.
It's just not going to be the meaty stuff.
No, it's not. It's
a lot of remember when.
October, November are, in my opinion, for me personally, the best 2 months for sports, hands down.
Yes, but March and April are fantastic.
They absolutely are. They absolutely are. But I am taking October and November over March and April because
1,000%.
You have college football in full swing. You have the NFL in full swing. You have the MLB playoffs, hockey, and basketball both start.
Yes, I agree. March and April take a back seat to October and November.
But March and April are definitely a close second.
It has the best feeling, so to speak. The sun is out a lot more than it would be in October and November.
The holidays and the costs associated with that is not looming in front of you.
Exactly. Everything is growing. Life feels like it's getting better. It's getting a little bit warmer. It's not death outside like it is when May comes around. You can actually enjoy golf.
Yeah.
You can actually enjoy the basketball that's on.
Yeah.
You can actually spend most of your day outside.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I totally agree. I totally agree. All right. Well, we're going to stop reminiscing about the future because it sounds like that's what we're doing.
That's a weird way to put it.
Am I wrong, though?
Reminiscing about the future?
Oh, yeah, because March and April are coming up.
We're thinking back to the future? Ah, shit.
Yeah.
All right. Sure. Yeah. I got to watch that movie.
There you go. Thank you all for tuning in, listening to us ramble. We do that quite often. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Please leave us comments, what you like, what you didn't like, what you want to see more of, if you want us to shut up. We love the feedback. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Thank you. This is awesome.
I really appreciate it. It's so much fun. We love doing this for you guys. We love doing this in general.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. We can do this without the microphones. Ryan and I can sit and talk about sports for hours on end and have debates about everything under the sun without the microphones. We do this because we enjoy it and we love putting out content for you guys. So
and we love the money.
We're making money?
Soon to be making money.
Okay. So again, we're reminiscing about the future.
Yeah, Marty McFly, whatever.
Okay, exactly. All right, we're getting out of here. Thank you guys so much for listening. For Ryan Fan, I'm Matt Walling. Thank you guys so much.
Hail Jeff.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye.